Good morning, students. Today we are continuing our chapter number 6, tissue, class 9 science. Now in this chapter we will already covered so many topics. Approximately we covered plant tissue. Now this is our last topic of plant tissue. After this, in our next video we will study about animal tissue. So this is the last video about plant tissue. In this we will cover the second type of permanent tissue, that is complex tissue. We already study about meristematic tissue in plant cell, and in plant tissue have two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue we already covered in our previous video, and we are continuing our permanent tissue. In that we covered simple tissue. In permanent tissue there are two types, simple tissue and complex tissue. In that we already study about simple tissue in our previous video, and a new type of and special tissue, that is protective tissue, that is also we covered in our previous video. Now only one there are two type of protective tissue. One is epidermis and second is cork. About epidermis we will study. Now we will start our video with the second type of protective tissue, that is cork. Okay, so types of protective tissue, in that the second one is cork. What was the structure of cork? External protective tissue, dead, compactly arranged cell, intercellular space absent, walls have suberin. Means this is also a type of protective tissue. So the cork have a function to protect the external tissue. Means the external part of the cell, the external part of the tissue was protected by cork tissue. Now it was dead. Epidermis and cork is dead in nature, compactly arranged cell. So it is a protective tissue. So it is means there is no space between their cells. That's why it is called the intercellular space is absent. Why? If intercellular space is present, so how they will protect the cell? So they are compactly arranged cell, there are no space between them, and their walls will release, their wall have made up of suberin. Means the walls are made with suberin. Where it was found? Means where cork tissue is found? Substitutes epidermal cell in mature roots and shoot. Means when plants are small, the epidermal cells are present in plants, but after some time, when plants and their parts will be matured, then the cork cell replace the epidermis cell and take the place of epidermis cell, and where it was found? In mature roots and shoot. Means the plants which parts have already matured, it will replace the epidermis with their cork cell, and they will take place of epidermis. What was the function of the cork cell? Protection to mature roots and shoot. Means it will provide a protection to the mature part of a plants, mostly roots and shoot part. Suberins regulate. What was the function of suberin? Why? Because the walls are made up of suberin. So the suberin regulates gaseous exchange and water passage. Means the function of the suberin in cork, the wall made up of suberin. So it has the work to regulate the gaseous exchange and water passage in a plant cell. So these are the function of cork, and cork is the second type of protective tissue. So we are going to study our last topic of plant tissue, that is complex permanent tissue, and it is the second type of permanent tissue. We already studied about simple tissue. Now this is the word complex. Complex comes here, so the name explain you. The function are very complicated. That's why the name are already given complex. Now why it was complex? Made up of more than one type of cells. In simple tissue we will study that the simple tissue are made up of one type of cells. Here the tissue are made up of more than one type of cell. So here the tissues are you will make a tissue with different type of cells, but the limitation was given. If you want to make a tissue with different type of cells, then it's okay, but you have to do a similar function. Means all the cells which are made tissue, but different cells are okay, but you have to do a similar function. So different type of cells do a similar type of function, and that's why the functions are very complicated. That's why the name are given as complex permanent tissue. So the cells coordinate to perform common function, means they are doing a common function, similar functions, to make a coordination with each other. What was the function? What was the similar functions they are doing to be coordinated to each other? Like transport of water, minerals and food materials from one part to other part. Means the root have performed to absorb water, and to the water will be goes one place, means from roots to top of the leaves and other parts. So to transport the materials like food, water, minerals, so these type of all works are doing by a coordination of different type of tissue. That makes a process very complicated, so it is called complex tissue. And how they are working? There are two types of complex, one is xylem and one is phloem. They both do a work together, so they will perform this type of function. And we already studied xylems and phloems combine and make a vascular tissue, and bundles of tissues are present. That's why we are called them vascular bundle. You will see here it is a plant. This was the green portion who makes a food. When it makes a food, so it will transport from foods from leaves to root. At similar time, roots will absorb water. It will transport water from roots to top part of the leaves and other parts. So these all are possible because xylems and phloems are present. What was the function of xylems and phloems? So xylems have a conducting tissue, means it's the conducting tissue perform that is present in xylem. It performs to conduct, to transfer waters and minerals from roots to shoots. Okay, so what was the function of xylem? To transport waters and minerals from roots to shoot. And xylems are four types. One is stretched, second one is vessel, third one is xylem parenchyma, and last one is xylem sclerenchyma. We already studied about in our previous video parenchyma, sclerenchyma and sclerenchyma. We already studied about three, in which xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma is a part of xylems. So these four will combine and make a conducting tissue, so it will conduct water and minerals from roots to shoot. The structure you will see, this is the structure of trachea, structure of vessel, structure of xylem parenchyma, structure of xylem sclerenchyma. So we will study one by one about the properties of trachid. You will see here property of trachid. First, it was a tube-like structure, elongated cells, tapering ends, conduct water through pits, lignified water wall dead. So what was saying this? You will see here. This is a structure. This is a structure of trachid. The first point, it is tube-like. So see here. Tube-like means like this, and it is elongated means it was long structure. So if you will see, so these are not similar like this, but the middle portions are tube-like, but the end are pointed. And what if we want to join one cell to another cell? So we have to put at the top of the end of the cell, we have to join. So it is not possible. Why? Because the ends are pointed. So it is not possible to be conduct another trachid in the top and at end of the cell. So what we do? We will attach it by side like this. And what was the third point? Tapering end. And tapering end means it is pointed like end. So we doesn't able to join one cell to other cell at a top and at a bottom. That's why we will join side by side. And third, conduct water through pits. What is pits? Pits, these dots are called pits. It is a small pore, means it is small holes. Okay, they will conduct water from one pit to another pit. Why? They are attached side by side. So from one pit it will transfer water from one pit to other pit. So it will conduct again one pit to other pit. Like this it will conduct from root to first top part of the leaf. It will transport water by pit to pit. And the walls of the trachids are made up of lignin. Lignins are dead in nature. Okay, so like this is the structure of trachids and their properties. Then vessel. This is the structure of vessel. Okay, what was the property? It is also tube-like. You will see this is a tube-like structure. Same, end to end it will arranged of cell, means the cells are arranged end to end. Okay, and conduct water. It's also a work of conducting water, and the walls are made up of lignin. Okay, now this is xylem parenchyma. You will see. And what is xylem parenchyma? It has a work of stores food, means it will store food. Okay, and it is a living cell. It is a living cell, and you will clearly see the nucleus are present in xylem parenchyma, and the cytoplasms are also present in them. So this is the structure of xylem parenchyma. This is xylem sclerenchyma. This is the structure of. What was the function? It is a dead. It was dead in nature. Its walls are made of lignin, and it's have only a function to provide a strength to the xylem. Means it's only provide strength to the xylem. So these are the 4 types of xylems and their diagrams and their properties. So you will see what we will study about vessels. It is tube-like structure, end to end it will arrangement of cells, means cells are arranged in end to end position. They conduct water, and the walls are made up of lignin. That's why it is called lignified wall, but they are dead in nature. Xylem parenchyma, it stores food and they are living in nature. Xylem sclerenchyma, it will provides only strength to the xylems, and the walls are lignified and they are dead in nature. So these are the properties of xylems, types of xylems. Now this is our last topic, the types of phloems. Phloems are also 4 types: sieve tubes, companion cell, then phloem parenchyma and phloem sclerenchyma. We will study one by one. Okay, what is sieve tubes? Sieve means the one type of vessels that we are using at our home, that we are called छन्नी. हम घर पे यूज़ करते हैं ना चाय छानने के लिए छन्नी, तो हम उसे सीव कहते हैं इंग्लिश में. तो सेम सीव ट्यूब्स वर्ड यूज़ हुआ, इसका मीन्स हम इसमें भी पानी क्या हो रहा है, उसमें से बाहर निकल रहा है. ओके, नाउ सीव ट्यूब्स, it is like a tube like, means it is the structure of sieve tubes is also like a tube. The word tubes are used, that's why it is tube like structure. Thin wall cell means the walls of the sieve tubes are very thin. Cells are placed one above the other, means it is also be placed one for one sieve tubes, then we will put another sieve tubes, then third, like this we will arrange cells of sieve tube cells from one above the other. And walls is porous. What is porous? Means there are small holes present at the end of the sieve tubes. Sieve plate is present. So this is the structure of sieve tubes, and this is a hole that is called porous, and it is porous, so it will sieve the water from one end to the another end. Means it will transfer food from one part to other part with the help of sieve plates. That's why sieve plates is present. Now second one is companion cell. The word companion means it will associated with sieve tubes. The walls are thin, means it will giving a company to the another cell. This is a structure. See, it will give the company, okay, to each other. And this is sieve plates. This is sieve tubes. It is a phloem parenchyma, the walls. So this is a structure of companion, structure of phloem, in which these are the parts of phloems. Now last two topic, phloem parenchyma. They are living cells. There are functions. They have functions of storing food. They are lateral. What are lateral? Means these are the cells. They will attach, they will put one above the other, so they will transfer food from in one direction, that is called lateral, and another we will say they are transfer food horizontally. Okay, so they are conducting food by lateral. And last is phloem sclerenchyma. They are dead cells. The walls of phloem sclerenchyma are thick walls, and they have only work to provide a mechanical strength to the phloem, so they will conduct transportation easily. So these are the functions and their properties and their diagrams of all types of complex tissue. So in this video we will completed the plant tissue. In our next video we will study about animal tissue. Thank you.